Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a few habits, bad habits, that I am going to be leaving behind in 2024 or in January because we're already in February. By the way, Happy New Year. So we're going to talk about a few habits that I no longer want to be a part of my life in order for me to make the most out of this year. If you're like me, you have bad habits that you know clearly hold you back from becoming the person that you want to be. So I was doing some reflection from January and I realized that these things hold me back so much. I mean, you can have goals and systems and things that you set up in your life to help you get to where you want to be, but if your habits get in the way, you probably never get through to actually hitting those goals. So let's talk about it. By the way, we have a culture on this channel. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe right now. I'm going to give you a second. Are you done? Okay, good. First habit on the list, and honestly, this is no surprise at all. It is spending so much time on my phone. If you at all live in this day and age, you probably are no stranger to phone addiction. It's something that me and many others struggle with. Being online is not a bad thing. Okay, let me just put that out there. Being online is not a bad thing. It's a good thing to be online sometimes, especially if it's like a part of your work, your job. And I know a lot of people today are creators and influencers and things like that. Even social media strategists have to spend a good amount of time online learning about the platforms and algorithms in order to optimize their posts and their content to make the most of the platform. You get what I mean? But if you're an everyday consumer and you mainly use social media for entertainment or to just consume content in your leisure time, chances are you probably struggle with phone addiction as well. It is something that I have seen and I have noticed in my life to be a hindrance because I can scream to the top of the roof that I don't have time to do things that I know I should be doing. But for some reason, I always find time to be online. I always find time to scroll on social media. It could literally be anything, okay? It's not just TikTok. So TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. Yeah. And I get lost in there and I can spend close to 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day on social media. I don't know. Okay. I haven't confirmed the time. I have not really fact checked that, but I do know that it is a ridiculous amount of time that I spend on my phone daily. And so in order for me to actually make time for other things in my life that I deem important to me, especially this year with the goals that I have set and with the person that I want to become, my phone addiction has to die. I need to find a way to still be online, but in a healthy way. Maybe be online when I'm actually done with the things that I'm meant to be doing, or only using social media when it's for work or I'm looking for something specifically, and not browsing too much because browsing completely wipes out your focus. That has been the case for me. Habit number 2 is ordering in or eating out so much. Now, I don't really have a problem with ordering food or spoiling yourself every now and then. And also, I don't even think I really have a problem with eating out because I am such a homebody that I don't even go anywhere. So if I go out a few times in like 5, 6, 7 months, I think I'm fine with eating out. But ordering in, I think it's just feeling the fact that I don't go anywhere. Like it's feeling my homebodiness. It's feeling the fact that I don't like to go out. So I'd rather just bring the entertainment to me. I'd rather bring the fun to me and just not go anywhere. I think it's bad because number one, it's just so expensive to keep doing that. Two, it's forming a habit in me to rely on restaurant food over foods that I cook at home, which of course is a lot more healthy for you. There's also like more opportunity for you to like track your meals, especially if you're trying to get to a certain, level in your fitness or your health goals or something like that, which I'm trying to build into my life. So because of that, I think ordering in will I have to cut it down. But I mean, I like it. It's a bad habit, but I like it. So I'm going to like try to slowly cut it out of my life and we'll see how we go from there. Oh, yeah. And of course, if you guys subscribe, I will also keep you guys updated on my habits and I will give you guys updates on these so that you know what I'm still doing and where I need help. I might need help. Okay, just so you guys know. The next habit is sleeping way too late. I saw a video on TikTok of this guy and he said every day he sleeps tomorrow. And it's so funny because that's so true. I don't think I remember any day that I've slept before midnight. I actually don't remember because it's so common right now for me to sleep past midnight. And it's not a bad thing if I'm working late. It's a bad thing if I'm awake that late scrolling on my phone. It's a bad thing if I'm awake that late doing nothing, right? Watching movies, scrolling on my phone, when I can be using that time to do other productive things. So if I'm not working, if I'm not doing anything that I think is important or productive, it doesn't have to be work. It could also be cleaning or something like that. But if I'm not working, if I'm not doing anything that seems to be important or sort of productive or adds value to my life, I have to try to sleep early. I have to make myself sleep early or fall asleep earlier than I normally would because going to bed around 3 is really bad. And then forcing myself to wake up around 9 a.m., 7 a.m. is really, really bad. I don't think I get enough sleep. That is why I feel very exhausted and lethargic throughout the day, which I don't want to feel like. I want to crush my goals this year. So I want to have enough energy to go after the things that I want, right? I want to have enough energy to actually crush my goals. You feel me? So yeah, I'll cutting that out. Another habit that I think I can improve on or work on is not moving my body. I used to be a fitness girly, I would say. I used to really love working out a lot, moving my body, even if it was dancing, Pilates, weights, whatever it was. I just used to love working out and moving my body. I don't know how that part of me just slowly died or dwindled or dimmed or whatever. And I want to bring that part of me back again. I loved that part of myself. Like, I still love that part of myself. And I want to bring that part of myself back. I feel like at that time I was the healthiest. I had a lot of energy. I had a lot of excitement for life. And I had a lot of discipline, which also bled into other areas of my life, like my work, my skincare, how I took care of myself. Like, it just spread across all aspects of my life, even my relationship with God. So I want to bring back that routine of working out because I feel like if you can get consistent with working out, you can also get consistent with other areas of your life. If you can build, that is the good thing with good habits and habits in general. If you have a good habit, it's going to spread across other areas of your life. If you have a bad habit, it's going to spread across other areas of your life. So if I can build discipline and consistency, I know that it will spread into other areas of my life, like my YouTube, my business, my relationship with God, and how I take care of myself and how I show up in the world. And that is the type of person that I want to become this year. So I'm setting the goal of moving my body 3 to 5 times a week. 5 times is the goal, but like 3 is like still okay. Or moving my body at least 5 to 10 minutes every day. This is very realistic for me, I think, because if I'm moving my body 5 to 10 minutes every day, it feels like almost nothing. So I'm more likely to actually show up and work out. And with momentum comes motivation. So if I'm already going, if I'm already working out, if I'm already moving, I'm more likely to continue the workout and actually stay longer working out. Also, the goal of just going 3 times a week. 3 times a week is already such a big goal from not even having any goal at all for my workout. And if I can consistently show up 3 times a week, like for a full month, I'm pretty sure I can like increase the frequency. So that's kind of where the goal is at, and I want to see how I do with that this month. This one is such a big one. By the way, if you've not seen my last video, I encourage you to please go and watch my video, especially if you struggle with your skin. I used to struggle so badly with my skin, especially towards the end of last year. And the reason was because I don't know why. I just started to take so much sugar. I kind of have a sweet tooth, but I won't say it's bad. I won't say it's bad. So sometimes I just say I don't really have a sweet tooth. I'm more of like a savory person. Like if you had like sweet options and savory options, I would most likely go for like the savory options. But for some reason last year, like towards the end of last year, like October, November, December time, I noticed that I was having sugary drinks, most especially sodas, with almost every meal or almost every day. And it really, really damaged my skin. And there was no skincare product that I didn't buy. I spent so much money on skincare products. I was buying skincare products of 100K every week. It was that bad. Okay. I might be exaggerating just a little bit. Okay. But I was spending a lot of money on skincare items, skincare products in general. And it was so bad that no matter what I bought, my skin wasn't even getting any better. I even felt like my skin was getting worse because I was using so many skincare products on my skin at the same time because I was so desperate to get my skin back to how it was. Nothing really worked. But someone told me to try cutting out sodas from my diet completely, like hard stop for 1 week. And you guys, in 1 week, my skin changed. It did not completely clear out my skin like 0 to 100, but it was like a 0 to 50 or 70 difference. Like I could clearly see my skin. My skin was not infested with pimples. Like I had clear skin for the first time in a while, and I was so happy, and it motivated me to like really check my diet. And it also brought my attention to the fact that most of the things that we put into our bodies isn't healthy for us. We eat a lot of processed foods and poison, and these things damage your body from inside and you're not even aware of it. I was even watching a video on TikTok of this guy saying that there's this, like on a lot of like food labels, you would see natural food coloring. I'll put the name on the screen. That natural food coloring is actually a dried up bug that is crushed, and when you put it inside water, it gets red. So they use it as red food coloring, natural red food coloring. That is so disgusting. So I think this is also like another goal, like 2 in 1, just not having a lot of sugary drinks with my meals, and also paying more attention to what I put into my body and trying to eat more healthily in my week. Maybe not every single day I would have like salads or like Greek yogurt and all of those things, but like at least in my week, I want to make a significant effort to eat healthily. I don't want to have like cheat days. I don't want to do that, but I want to at least incorporate some type of healthy balance in my everyday meal, either adding more vegetables or cutting down on portion sizes or just removing sugary foods or processed sugars in my meals and all of that. So that's what I want to do. That is the goal. The reason why I have this goal actually is to get back my energy, to clear my skin, of course, and to just heal my body from inside. I feel like I'm bloated a lot of the time, and I feel like my body is constantly under stress and it's inflamed because of the foods that I feed my body. So I really want to make a conscious effort this month and, of course, throughout the rest of the year to eat healthily. Now, this one is for my messy girls who want to be clean girls this year. I want to start making an effort to put things back where I got them, especially because my room gets messy really, really often, right? Like in a week, my room is usually like messy 4 times in a week, you know? It's really bad. So I want to make an effort to put things back where I got them. That way, it reduces the clutter that I have in my room. It reduces the mess. And then even if my room is, of course, messy, it's not going to be that bad, you know, because most things are already in their place. And I just have to maybe do a little clean up here, a little clean up there, and then sweep the floor. So that's the goal. I know this is something that I can find hard to do, but I have a lot of faith in myself and a lot of confidence in these goals because I feel like these things are not even really that hard. I feel like they are doable, so I just have to make like the efforts to actually do them. Another thing is not really having a plan for my day. You guys may not know this, but outside of my job and outside of freelancing, I don't really have much of a plan for my day. I just slouch and watch movies, scroll on my phone for hours. I can watch 3 movies in a day and watch TikTok videos throughout the day as well into the night, and then sleep at 3 a.m. Wake up the next morning, my job, freelancing, and then back to scrolling on my phone and watching movies again late into the night. It's such a bad habit. I know I waste so much time, like so much time doing things that I know are harmful for me and things that don't really get me any closer to my goals. I want to make a hard stop on that habit and start using tools that are, of course, free and at my disposal to plan my days. So meaning I'm going to start using Google Calendar again, because I remember a time in my life where I used to use Google Calendar a lot, and it really helped me feel like I had my life together because I kind of had a plan for my day overall. The most part of my day was planned and regimented and scheduled. So if I had something that I wanted to do, it didn't matter what it was. If I wanted to dance or if I wanted to do my skincare routine, it was scheduled in my calendar and just made me feel like I had my life together. And I want that feeling again. I want to feel like I have my life together. I want to feel like that it girl. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel like that girl again. So tools like Notion for like creating like a plan for your life or a strategy for your life or a glow up strategy or get your life back together strategy. And then tools like I'm going to put a few on the screen that I feel like could help you plan your life and just keep your life in order. Google Calendar, of course, is one of the best tools out there. And also I use another app called Habit. This one helps me to just set reminders on my phone. And then Opal, that one is so good if you have social media addiction and you want to break your addiction. You can block apps on your phone. Another habit that I want to quit is procrastinating. I feel like I procrastinate a lot because I just have this false sense of I have a lot of time, which you do, but then it makes you like lazy. And a lot of the time when you're procrastinating and doing something else, your mind isn't really free. So you're not really enjoying the thing that you're doing instead of the work that you're actually supposed to be doing, because you're all the time worried about the thing that you're supposed to be doing while you're doing the other thing. So even when you're scrolling on social media, at the back of your mind you're like, I should probably go do my laundry, I should probably send that email, I should probably write that post, I should probably do this, and you're not really enjoying scrolling online. You know what I mean? You're not really enjoying that movie. Sometimes I procrastinate out of fear, or I feel like I don't have enough knowledge that I need to tackle this thing. It's just too hard, or it's going to take too much time. And I just like procrastinate for one reason or the other. And I want to tackle this by creating small, mini, actionable goals that I can actually do immediately, that takes like maybe 2 minutes, in order for me to just build that momentum and then actually get that thing done. You know what I mean? Like if I have to write the post, that actionable step can be just open your laptop or just connect to your Wi-Fi, right? Hotspot. Just connect to your hotspot. I have a few more, but I want to run through them so that this video is not too long. Lack of focus, not really having a plan for my day, kind of the same thing. Lack of discipline, not having enough discipline to do things when I'm supposed to be doing them, or when I don't really feel like doing them. I need to get disciplined. Poor time management. I feel like with using Google Calendar, I can tackle this one as well. And I feel like a lot of habits kind of work well with each other. You know what I mean? Like if I don't really have a plan for my day, it means I'm not managing my time properly. So if I'm using Google Calendar, I will have a plan for my day and then I will manage my time better. Not having a plan for my money. This is such a big one because I used to pride myself in being like a financially responsible person. But over time, I built really bad habits around my money. I got too comfortable with the fact that I was making enough for me to pretty much buy whatever I wanted. I am still growing my wealth though. I'm still getting there. So I kind of just got to a point where I didn't feel like I needed to have like a restrictive budget, and I could have the freedom to just like go way over my budget if I felt like I needed that thing or I deserved that thing. And that led me to not really having any form of budget at all, no form of tracking system for my money, and just not even knowing where my money was going. And I would spend and spend and spend. And even when I was making money, I wouldn't see the money because like I was managing my money so poorly that the money would just go and I would not even know where that money went to. I wouldn't even know what I bought with that money. So I want to start building a habit around money again, and I want to start tracking my money again. It's something that I have been doing, something that I taught myself to do, but I just kind of stopped. But I want to get back into it again, and I feel like this will help me show up as my best self this year. And the last thing, by the way, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. I know this video is kind of long, but thank you so much if you made it this far. Please subscribe. The last thing is negative self-talk. I no longer want to talk myself down. I no longer want to say things to myself that isn't uplifting. I can be such a big bully to myself. I can bully myself so much. Maybe if I have a fight with someone or I make a mistake or something like that, I really cuss myself out and I bully myself and I tell myself all these mean, hurtful things that I will never say to someone else. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to start speaking light into myself, and I want to start speaking positively to myself, and I no longer want to be a bully to myself. I don't want to be a mean girl to myself. I want to be a kind person to myself, and I want to love myself fully. Even when I make mistakes, I want to correct myself with love and grace, because I feel like building that habit will allow me show up more, because I won't be scared of my own voice putting me down when I make a mistake. So yeah, overall, I just want to start speaking positively to myself, and I think all these things will help me show up as a better, more improved version of myself this year. I really want to be a clean girl in every regard. I want to be that girl in every regard. So I want to make the effort to be more disciplined, shop more for myself, be consistent, do the hard things when I need to, speak positively to myself, manage my time, manage my money, just be a more better, improved version of myself. Of course, I'm giving myself grace and freedom as I do this. I know that if I keep this up, I will, of course, in fact, be better than I was yesterday, and of course, better than I am today, right now, making this video. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you guys want to see more videos like this from me, make sure that you like and you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.